Welkom terug. Nou kyk, ons het iets heerlik op pad, want Tamara Dey sluit by ons aan en sy gesels oor haar splinter nuwe enkelsnit Disco Therapy. En sy gaan later ook vir ons sing, so ek kan nie wag daarvoor nie. Good morning, Tamara.
Hi.
Let's speak about Disco Therapy.
Yes.
What is the song about? Tell us more about it.
Ja, ek het vir omtrent 'n jaar op die liedjie gewerk met my span. I'm going to speak in English and Afrikaans. I might move between the two.
Mingles,
Ons het ons tyd gevat. And it was worth it because the results are, we're so proud of the music we've made. You know, the world has been through a really tough time, and that certainly inspired the music I'm making right now. The song is about love and freedom and saam, getting people back together, connecting people, getting people back out there onto dance floors, just reminding people about the power of music to heal.
And like you said, it's been very challenging times for all of us, and we're getting now to a spot where we can almost stop just treading water and just get to the edge and just relax for a while. Did you also go through an extremely time of turmoil and challenges?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously, I didn't work for a very long time, as we all didn't. En dan het ek baie siek geword. I had some problems with my stomach that I just thought were related to bad, eating. In COVID, we all ate the fridge. I don't know if I'm alone there, but there really was nothing else to do. So we ate the fridge, and then I wasn't feeling well, and I was like, oof, I better just rein it in and, cut carbs and sugar, and I did that, and I ended up falling very ill and ending up in hospital. And I was actually diagnosed with ulcerative colitis, and I ended up in and out of hospital throughout 2020 and 21.
Wow.
3 stomach surgeries, major stomach surgeries, and it was an incredibly I think what COVID did was, wherever in your life there was like a little, there was a weak point. It may have been in your business, your relationship, your whatever, stuff you weren't dealing with. It kind of bubbled to the surface.
It highlighted it,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so for me, it was health and, not managing my stress well and that kind of thing. So
that's something a lot of us can relate to. Managing stress properly and taking care of yourself.
Yeah. And I really, I've made a full recovery. I'm really great. Other than a few scars, I'm like completely back in action. I'm very grateful to my surgeons. They really saved the day. But I worked hard on, just getting my mind, body, soul back into a good place, meditating, managing my stress through meditation, and lots of other things. And it's a wonderful tool that I carry with me now into the future. And I think we've all dealt with so many challenges like that. It's either been health, or we've lost a loved one, or there's just been, and that's really what disco therapy is all about. Music is the healer and always has been. And so I've turned to music for my own healing, always. I don't remember a time in my life, good or bad, when there wasn't a soundtrack attached to it, and so this is the soundtrack for us now, and we can turn to music and lean into music and into each other for that healing,
That's so nice that you say that, and that music is a healer, because we often refer to music as transcending cultures and language and bringing people together. And the fact that you've now brought out the song and that you say you just want people to get back onto the dance floor and feel good again after like a turmoil period is really, really nice.
Yeah, that is the vibe. We've got a lot to look forward to,
Absolutely.
And we're so strong. And also the song is also very symbolic of just unapologetic self-expression.
Wow.
Just being your absolute authentic self, and just really loving yourself and
being who you are.
Being who you are, really just going out there and braving this crazy world as your most authentic self. And that is your biggest weapon against
Absolutely.
anything, really.
Yep.
So, you know, if you're connected to that energy, you can handle anything for sure.
That's the original energy, your
Yeah.
character, and who you really are.
Absolutely, yeah.
You have been, I must admit, have been managing that flow of your career and your styles so beautifully. It's almost 2 decades that you've been
Yeah.
managing music and the work that you've been
Yeah.
creatively. You've collabed with so many wonderful performers and DJs and personalities. Now, disco therapy, looking back, is this just another step forward? Is this just another part of that path that you've carved out for yourself?
Definitely. The journey of music and the journey of self-discovery are the most important journeys, you know, for me. I have collaborated with some incredible people. Actually, on disco therapy, I had the honor of a very good friend of mine jumping onto the track with some beautiful keys, which is Rocco de Villiers. We've actually worked together. I know. Surprise! To all the Rocco fans out there, he's a very good friend of mine. We've been jumping onto stage together. We were playing these amazing gigs at the Rand Club, beautiful, jazzy, him on piano, the two of us chatting, singing. Oh, God, he's such a pleasure to work with. I'm actually just obsessed with him. And we have the best time together. I just can't stop laughing. And I played him the single many months ago. And he immediately jumped. I was at his house. He immediately jumped on his beautiful grand piano in his lounge and tinkled a bit of this and that. And I was like, oh, Rocco, asseblief.
Rocco in a blom in a klavier.
Asseblief, please jump
all I
on
need,
this track.
jump.
And he was like, sure, babe. And he just did. You can hear there's a piano run in there that has just got Rocco all over it.
Wow.
So listen out for it when you listen to the track. And so, a lot of people, you know, jumped on that song with a lot of love. You know, I produced that song when I had zero money in the bank, like really trying to come out of tough times. And I said to my producer, Gary Van Riet, who co-wrote the song with me, and RJ Benjamin as well, I said, we just got to make music. I mean, it's the only way we can survive. And so everyone just kind of rallied together, you know, with really nothing in place. And we all just, with the intention of making something magical. And Rocco jumped on, and, you know, guitarist friend of mine, and, you know, Robin from Jazzworks mixed it for us and mixed and mastered it as a gift. So I'm I'm filled with gratitude right now at the way people just kind of rally together to make music and continue to push that
That's
beautiful
incredible.
other love out there.
Power of creativity.
Absolutely.
And hopefully one day I can get Rocco into the club.
To play something live, yes.
Tamara, I want to know, because Pierre mentioned, I mean, you've been making music for years and stuff. Is there something you still dream about that you still want to accomplish?
Yeah, there are many things. Oh, wow. And now, of course, I can't think of any of them.
Yeah, because
You know how it goes. And also, it's early in the morning, guys. I'm still in my pajamas. Yeah, I mean,
Is this your pajamas?
Yeah.
Spectacular.
I
Wow.
sleep, eat, everything disco,
Lovely.
you know, morning, day,
Disco.
night. Yeah. I'd like to write a book. I've been writing some stuff. Also, when I fell ill, I spent a lot of time in hospital,
Writing.
like just journaling and I'm trying to understand how I got to that position and how, you know, what sort of part I played. And a lot of really interesting stuff came up. I've also had a really interesting journey. I was the first lady of Kwaito. I broke firstly into the black music industry and then only crossed over, and the rest of the country sort of discovered who I was. And I've just had a really interesting and colourful journey, and I've learned a lot along the way, and there's a lot I'd love to share with people. But there's still a lot to experience. I've just, you know, I'm a mom. My daughter's turning 5 in December. This is a whole new part of my story.
That's a full-time job in itself, yes.
I'm just obsessed with her, but there is another layer of the story unfolding. So yeah, write a book, start my own fashion line. And during COVID, I came up with 2 separate fashion lines. I'm dying to give you details, but I'm going to hold back on that. So definitely get into, you know, fashion as an extension of my brand. I've got some really fabulous ideas underway. And then, yeah, what else? I mean, more time on some, you know, TV maybe. I'd love to present a show. Yeah, options are limited. I mean, I'm up for anything really. I'm pretty versatile, so if there's an opportunity, I'm likely to jump on it.
Wow, that's incredible. That really, really is incredible. Congratulations with the new single.
Baie
We are
dankie.
so excited to hear it a little bit later. And it was so nice to have you. You weet ons geelbank, te kuier, and to get to know you a little bit better. Thank you very much for your time
Thank
today.
you very much.
Dis natuurlik Tamara Dey en sy gaan net nou daai nuwe enkelsnit vir jou sing, Disco Therapy.